As a design thinker, it is very important for us to realize that one skill that can be a big differentiator between driving alignment and good collaboration is how visual we are in the way we engage with our end users, in the way we connect with our sponsors and stakeholders who want us to solve this challenge. And as facilitators, it's very important for us to realize that as much we want to encourage our participants to practice the principles of design thinking, as facilitators, we have to be a role model for the same skills that matter. I've always said there are 6 skills that make a difference between a very powerful design thinker and somebody who is not able to solve problems in a human-centered manner. And the 6 skills are empathetic, imaginative, questioning, iterative, collaborative, and visual. Now, people underestimate the power of being visual as a facilitator and a problem solver. They say, a picture says 1,000 words. If you think about it, our brain is coded to remember pictures far more than it can remember numbers and words. And as a problem solver, remember, it's always important for us to drive that convergence. So we diverge before we converge. It's a very important principle of practicing human-centered design. As you think about it, when you are solving problems, your ability to visualize what people are saying, what people think they are doing, and what people actually do. Encouraging both the users to visualize how they get work done and you reflecting back your understanding using visuals can make a huge difference in helping people get that clarity and get that point of view out. So personally, when I am doing workshops, I run a lot of visual thinking sessions and I use Microsoft Whiteboard a lot. You could use all other techniques that are available, tools that are available in the open marketplace, so to say, for doing collaborative interaction. I have been using Microsoft Whiteboard for quite some time now, and it has helped me not just help articulate what I'm solving for or what I am seeking inputs for, it has also helped me lay out a future process that doesn't exist with the group of people who want to change their current situations to preferred ones. So I have used it for designing processes, to designing policies, to understand an existing process and just interact with people how to get work done. And I'll give you a quick view to my whiteboard as to how I get it done. So let me share my screen here. And this is my whiteboard. And if I were to take you quickly through a look here, there are lots of times that complex concepts can be confusing for people. And the moment you start using a whiteboard to virtually explain and express yourself and then seek inputs from people, you will be able to not just improve your understanding, you will be able to challenge your assumptions, clarify your thoughts, and it truly helps you empathize and suspend judgment. And if you see in my whiteboard, there are lots of times that we discuss things which are related to a process which we want to transform, or it's a policy that we want to set up for the first time. But helping people articulate themselves or expressing what idea can solve a problem through arrows and simple boxes and circles, and using smartly colors, you are able to express how the flow of work happens or what kind of action is underway. So if you look at it, I mean, this is an interaction I was having with somebody on how they are, interacting with tools and what kind of information is flowing between these tools. It just makes it easy for people who may not be very close to that process to suddenly appreciate the complexity in the process and ask questions which are far more exploratory, far more encouraging imagination and influencing people to ask tough questions in the journey of transformation. So I find this as one of the most powerful ways to not just drive a visual summary of what are your takeaways, but it also helps you understand what it takes to align people and solve it. It becomes a good reference point. This is a whiteboard that I had created when I was talking to somebody on how should you design your HR practices about engaging with your people well and getting great results from people. And if you think about it, every time I bring this visual up, the person literally remembers what were the 5 concepts that I discussed. So if you are actively seeking inputs, if you are actively facilitating discussions around complex concepts, if you're designing a product or even a web page for automating a part of work or sharing knowledge with people, using a visual technique to aggregate inputs, to reflect assumptions, and to align people to end results can be very powerful using the Microsoft Whiteboard or any other collaborative white space that allows you to draw, write, space pictures, and get things done. In the market, you will see tools like Mural that are used for collaborative workspace. You could use them as well. I find both Whiteboard and Mural as a powerful combination for this kind of reflective sessions and being visual as a design thinker.